Hello again everyone, and welcome to the Back Garden Yard channel. In today's video we are going to be pruning. We're going to prune the muscadine vine, and that's going to take a while, and I'll go ahead and show you the muscadine vine that we're going to prune. And here it is. You can see it's getting to be quite an old muscadine vine now. It's split into two pieces, and one went that way and one went this way, and then they made more branches, and now as you can see it has turned in to a monstrous muscadine vine. So what we've got to do is trim this thing back so that the one stem that it has can support all of this growth. If you don't do that, what will happen is it will still try to make muscadines, but they'll be small and they may not ripen completely, and it really can't support this much growth. So we've got to trim it way back. It goes all the way around here, all the way back over to here. Go ahead now and show you the theory on how to do this. So what you want to do is you want to go back kind of towards the end, and you want to find the pieces that you want to take off. In other words, I don't really want three runners coming out here. So I'm going to inspect it though and see which one's making nice branches that will come out and make fruit. And so what you're wanting to do is take off the excess, but you want to see three nodes. Here's 1, 2, 3 nodes. So you would take this off right here, okay? And then I'll actually see that this one is the extra one. So I'm going to follow this all the way back, and I'm going to take it off where it came out right here, because I don't want it all the way back. I've got too much growth. So what I've got to do is decide which ones of these long stems I want to keep and which ones I'm going to take out. In some places I'm probably going to take out a big one like this right here, simply because there's just too much growth for the plant to support. So if I cut one of these out right here, I'm going to have to take it out all the way to the end. So that's the challenge, and it'll take some thinking and doing to do this, but I will go ahead and do a section, then I'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like. So I think the best way to demonstrate this is to show you before and just kind of walk around it. And then I will show you the after. So what we've got is before and after. So this is the before. Okay folks, so now we have got all the way down to the second corner trimmed, but we haven't got the final nodes trimmed, and I want to show you how to do that, because this is one of the most important things you're going to do, and that is you want to count nodes on these shoots that are from your main stems. So here's 1 node, 2 nodes, 3 nodes, and you see where I cut the end. Okay, same thing here, 1, 2, 3 nodes, and I cut the end. Okay, so we're going to come on down, and here's another one, 1, 2, 3 nodes, and I cut the end. And it doesn't have to be exactly 3, but here's one that needs trimming, and it's got 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and we're going to cut it. And that's going to allow the new growth to come out from the main stem, but not too much new growth. And then it can bloom out and make your berries. Okay, so here's another one. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to cut it right there. And here's another one. Back, let's go over the other side. And there's 2 together. We'll count that as 1, 2, 3, and we're going to cut it. Okay, and we're going to go on down. Now hopefully some of these nodes will come out and make some berries. That's why I like to leave 2 leaders a lot of times. These I've already cut. And then we're going to come on down here, and you can see where I cut this one. It's got 1, 2, and here's 3. They're not always exactly according to the plan. And here's one that I need to cut. And you can cut these old ones, old tendrils, if they're not doing anything. You cut those off just to clean them up. And here's one that's going out from the main stem, and we've got 1, 2, 3. So we're going to cut it right here, even though there's a lot of growth there. We don't want it. Then this one looks like it's maybe dead, but it's okay, we'll leave it. And then here's one going up. We don't want it going up very much, so we're going to cut it off short. And there it is. Okay, and then we're going to come on down. And here's our 2 main leaders. Already cut those. But here's one. 1, 2, 3. We'll go 4 right there. We're going to cut this off. And we're going to cut this off. We'll let that grow just like that. And everything doesn't have to be exactly 3 or 4. It's just, as you're doing it, just remember that this one stalk over here has to support everything you leave. So you don't want to leave too much. Now, here's one I cut off. And it's very interesting. 1, 2, and I'm going to just cut it right in here for the next node. And then I'll cut off those little ones, and I'm going to cut that right there and just leave that little spot. I'm going to cut these off also. Okay. And I hope you get the idea of what you've got to do then. And these are the spots where you're going to get the most fruit, or where you leave these three nodes. So here's 1, 2, 3. We're going to cut it off. And then got a long one there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. We're going to go 4 right there and cut this one off here. Got a big strong tendril there we'll cut off. And see if we can pull the rest of this out. These tendrils are strong. We'll go ahead and cut this one. And cut this one. Okay, and one final one. We've got this one still coming up from here, and it came out all the way over here. Well, we don't want that. So what we're going to do is cut it right here. And then we've got one here. 1, 2, 3. We'll just kind of cut it right in here. sometimes the length is better than just actually counting nodes. You don't want them more than about 4 or 5 inches. And I think I'm going to end this part of the video right here, because of course now you see how it's done. And then I will be back once I do some more of the video to show you how I've cleaned it up, so that, you know, in the end the whole thing is going to look like this does. And it takes a good amount of time and thinking. Make sure you do it right, but it's worth it because you'll get a nice crop of muscadines. So here's one that's going all the way up here, right there. We don't want that. And so we got little nodes coming off. We're going to go ahead and cut it right here, and that's it. Okay, so like I say, I'm going to end this part of the video right here. We've still got all of this to clean up, but I'll get to it and I'll be back. Okay folks, so we have now finished the job, and we'll go through here and check it out. We'll see just how we've got all these trimmed off, and you can see the buds starting to come out. And of course it's going to be the middle of March before they even decide to come out. We've got some more cool weather coming in. And then this is that corner that I was showing you that had so much on it. You can see where I've cut it all back. This is the big area near the main stalk. Now I left more of these because generally the area nearest the main stalk on a huge grapevine like this is where you will get more fruit. So I've left this a little bit thicker than I did all the rest, and we'll walk on around and you can see how this has been trimmed off, and so much of that growth was knocked down. And that is it folks. We've got this thing ready to grow out now and make us some muscadine grapes. They're gonna be so good. These are the gold muscadines. And if you enjoy content like this, please like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us if you subscribe, and if you hit a like, make a comment, tell me what you think about this video, and we will see you on the next video.